Padre Pio held a secret close to his heart for 40 long years, a sacred ritual he only revealed on the eve of All Souls' Day, in private confessions, to very specific people. It involved 3 glasses of water, a window, the stroke of midnight on November 2nd, and 6 hours until the break of dawn, 6 hours when the veil between the living and the dead grows so thin that souls can cross over, not to appear, but to intercede. And when a soul from purgatory intercedes for you, it moves heaven in a way that no human prayer ever could, because the souls in purgatory, they are holy, already purified, already approved by God. They are simply waiting for their time of purification to end. And when you help them, they help you in return, with power magnified 1,000-fold. It was the 1st of November, 1957, the eve of All Souls' Day. Emily Carter from New York City, a 43-year-old mother of 4, entered Padre Pio's confessional in a secluded monastery in upstate New York. She had no idea that her life was about to change forever. All she knew was she was desperate. Her eldest son, Michael, 21 years old, had vanished 3 months earlier. He'd left home one morning in August and never returned. No note, no explanation, no trace. The police investigated, but found nothing. Friends were questioned, but no one knew anything. Michael had simply evaporated. Emily was devastated. She spent sleepless nights imagining the worst. Michael dead in a ditch. Michael kidnapped. Michael wandering a strange city with amnesia. She prayed every day, said novenas, lit candles, but nothing. 3 months of absolute silence. Until a friend suggested, "Go to Padre Pio. If anyone can help you, it's him." Emily traveled from New York City to the secluded monastery in upstate New York, a grueling journey. She waited in the confession line for 20 hours, without food, without sleep, just waiting. When she finally entered the confessional, before she could even speak, she heard Padre Pio's raspy voice. "Michael is alive. He hasn't forgotten you. He's just ashamed to come home." Emily froze. How did Padre Pio know her son's name? How did he know he was alive? How did he know about the shame? Padre Pio continued, "Michael did something he considers unforgivable. He stole money from your purse, $300, and he used it to run away. He thinks you'll never forgive him, so he won't come back. He's in Chicago, working in a factory, living in a tiny room, suffering every day, but too afraid to return." Tears streamed down Emily's face. "I forgive him. I forgive everything. I just want him back." Padre Pio was silent for a few seconds. Then he said something that changed everything. "Emily, do you want Michael back? I'm going to teach you a ritual that only works once a year. Tomorrow, November 2nd, at midnight, if you do exactly as I tell you, the souls in purgatory will intercede for you, and Michael will feel an irresistible force, pulling him back home within 7 days. He will be on your doorstep." Emily could barely believe it. "How? What do I need to do?" Padre Pio handed her a folded piece of paper. "It's all here, but there are 3 conditions. First, you must do it at exactly midnight on November 2nd, not a minute before, not a minute after. Second, the 3 glasses must remain on the windowsill until dawn. Don't touch them, don't look at them. Let the souls do their work. Third, you can't tell anyone about this until Michael returns. If you tell anyone before, the ritual loses its power." Emily held the paper as if it were a sacred scripture. "I will do it. I promise." Padre Pio looked deeply into her eyes. "Emily, this ritual is not a game. You will be opening a spiritual door. And when that door opens, 3 types of souls may come. First type, souls of your relatives who have already passed. They come because they love you. Second type, souls that no one else prays for. They come because you are offering help. Third type, souls that have a connection to your request. In your case, souls who understand the pain of mothers who have lost their children. These 3 categories of souls will work together, and when they work together, they move mountains." Emily left the confessional trembling. She opened the paper as soon as she reached a private corner of the church. The protocol was handwritten. Ritual of the 3 glasses of water, November 2nd, exact midnight, required objects, 3 clear glass cups, clean water, a window that faces outward. It cannot be an internal window. It must face the exterior, towards the world. Steps. First step, prepare the 3 cups during the day of November 2nd. Fill each cup halfway with clean water, not to the brim. Halfway. This is symbolic. Half for the living, half for the dead. Second step, at 11:50 p.m., go to the window, place the 3 cups on the windowsill, side by side, in a straight line. Do not form a triangle. Straight line. This is important. Third step, at exactly midnight, light a candle and say this prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I open this passage of mercy. I call upon the souls of purgatory to intercede for me. I offer this water as a symbol of spiritual refreshment. May the souls drink and be relieved, and may they intercede for my need. Then extinguish the candle. Fourth step, leave the window. Go to sleep. Do not stare at the cups. Do not monitor them. Trust. The souls will work during the 6 hours until dawn. When you wake up, go to the window. Observe the 3 cups and pay attention to the signs. Emily read the protocol 5 times. It seemed too simple. But there was a warning at the end of the paper. Attention, this ritual is powerful. The devil will try to stop you in 2 ways. First, distraction. He will make you miss midnight. Something will happen to pull you away from the window at the exact moment. Second, fear. He will put terrible thoughts in your head. Fear of opening a portal to demons. Fear of bringing something bad into your home. If you feel distraction and fear, know that the ritual is working, and that the devil is desperate to stop it. On November 2nd, 1957, Emily woke up at 6 in the morning. She felt a strange anxiety. She prepared the 3 cups during the afternoon, filling each one halfway with clean water. She placed them on a table away from the window. At 10 p.m., her youngest son, Peter, 8 years old, began to run a high fever. Emily almost panicked, almost rushed him to the hospital, but she remembered Padre Pio's warning. Distraction. She placed her hand on Peter's forehead, said a Hail Mary, and the fever broke in 10 minutes. Peter fell asleep, 11:40 p.m., 20 minutes to midnight. Emily took the 3 cups and went to the window. The window in her room faced the street. Perfect. She carefully placed the 3 glasses on the inner edge of the windowsill, side by side, in a straight line. And then she waited. 23 hours and 55 minutes. 5 minutes remaining. A chilling fear crept up her spine, an irrational fear, the fear that by opening this passageway, something evil might enter. Emily almost gave up, almost took the glasses from the window. But then she remembered Padre Pio's words. If you feel fear, it is because the ritual is real. She stayed, exactly midnight. Emily lit a candle. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I open this passageway of mercy. I call upon the souls in purgatory to intercede for me. I offer this water as a symbol of spiritual refreshment. May the souls drink and be relieved, and may they intercede for my need." She extinguished the candle and left the room. She went to bed. She tried to sleep, but her heart was beating too fast. She lay there, staring at the ceiling, imagining what was happening at the window. At 2 in the morning, she finally fell asleep. She woke up at 6:15 in the morning. The sun had not yet fully risen, but it was already getting light. She got out of bed and went to the room where the glasses were. She opened the door, walked to the window, and looked. 2 of the 3 glasses had the water at the same level, half full, exactly as she left them. But the 3rd glass was different. The water level had dropped. It was no longer half full. It was at 1/3, as if someone or something had drunk some of the water during the night. Emily touched the glass. It was ice cold, cold in a way that didn't make sense. The window was closed. The room was at a normal temperature, but the glass was as cold as if it had come straight from a refrigerator. She took the 3 glasses, emptied the water into the sink, washed them, and put them away. And then she waited. For the next 7 days, nothing happened. Emily began to doubt. Did it work? Did the souls really come? Will Michael come home? On the 8th day, November 9th, at 6 in the evening, Emily was in the kitchen preparing dinner when she heard a knock at the door. She opened it. It was Michael. He was dirty, thin, with sunken eyes. But it was him. Emily was paralyzed for 3 seconds. Then she hugged her son so hard that he almost fell. Michael began to cry. "Mom, forgive me. I stole money from your purse. I ran away. I'm a coward. I don't deserve to come back. But in the last 7 days, something changed. I felt a force pulling me home. I couldn't resist. It was as if someone was pushing me. I tried to ignore it, but the force kept getting stronger and stronger. Until today, I couldn't take it anymore. I bought a train ticket and came." Emily said nothing about the 3 glasses, said nothing about Padre Pio. She just hugged her son and said, "You're home. That's all that matters." Michael came back, rebuilt his life, got a job in New York City, got married 3 years later, had children, and never ran away again. 10 years later, in 1967, Emily returned to the secluded monastery in upstate New York to give thanks. Padre Pio was weak, sick, with only 1 year of life remaining. She entered the confessional and said, "Padre Pio, Michael came back, exactly as you said, 7 days later." "The ritual worked," Padre Pio smiled. "Emily, I didn't invent the ritual. It was revealed to me in 1923, 4 years after the stigmata. I was praying alone in the chapel at midnight on All Souls' Day, and a soul appeared to me, not with a body, but with a voice. The voice said, 'Padre Pio, teach this ritual to whoever has true faith. 3 glasses of water, midnight on All Souls' Day, 6 hours of intercession until dawn. Whoever does this with faith will receive help from 3 categories of souls, and these souls will intercede with a power that no human prayer has.'" Emily asked. "Why 3 glasses?" Padre Pio explained. 3 is the number of the Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Each glass represents a person of the Trinity. And by offering 3 glasses, you are saying, "I recognize the Trinity. I trust in the Trinity. I ask in the name of the Trinity." Indulgent, it is a silent prayer, a prayer made with water, not with words. "Why water?" Padre Pio continued. "Water is the universal symbol of life, purification, refreshment. The souls in purgatory are in suffering, not a physical suffering, but a spiritual suffering. They yearn for God. They feel the absence of God as an unbearable thirst. When you offer water, you are symbolizing spiritual refreshment. You are saying, I recognize your suffering. I offer symbolic relief. And the souls feel this and they respond. Why at midnight? Padre Pio continued, because midnight on All Souls' Day is the moment of transition. All Souls' Day ends at midnight, but the next 6 hours, until dawn, are a period of extended grace, a period where the veil is still thin, where souls can still move freely between purgatory and the world. After dawn, the veil closes and only opens again next year. Why at the window? Padre Pio explained, because the window is a symbol of passage, of communication between inside and outside, between this world and the other world. When you place the glasses at the window, you are saying, I open this passageway. I allow communication. I invite the souls to come. And they come. Emily asked about the glass with low water. Padre Pio smiled. That is the sign. When you see one of the glasses with low water, it means that the souls came. They drank symbolically. They didn't drink physically because they don't have bodies, but they drank spiritually. And by drinking, they accepted your request. They agreed to intercede. But Padre Pio, how does the water go down if the souls don't have physical bodies? Padre Pio responded, it is a mystery that the Church calls a paranormal phenomenon of supernatural origin. The water doesn't evaporate. It doesn't leak. It simply diminishes, as if it had been absorbed by a spiritual dimension. I've seen this dozens of times, people who do the ritual and find 1 or 2 glasses with low water in the morning, and all these people, without exception, receive what they asked for, within days, weeks, or months. But they receive it. And if all 3 glasses have water at the same level? Emily asked. Padre Pio grew serious. That means one of 3 things. First, the person did not do the ritual with true faith. They did it out of curiosity, as a test, and the souls do not respond to tests. Second, the request was not for the spiritual good of the person, and the souls of purgatory do not intercede for things that harm. Third, God's time has not yet come. Sometimes the answer comes the following year, or the year after that. But if the person continues to do the ritual every All Souls' Day at midnight, eventually the glasses will show the sign. Padre Pio then revealed something that Emily would never forget. Emily, this ritual has a second layer that almost no one knows. When you do the ritual and the souls intercede for you, an alliance is formed, a spiritual alliance. These souls who have assisted you, you now have a debt to them, not a debt of payment, but a debt of remembrance. You need to pray for them every month. A Hail Mary for each soul that partook of the water. If you observed a glass with diminished water, offer a Hail Mary each month for that soul. It aided you. Now you assist it in its swift passage from purgatory. And there's more, Padre Pio continued. If you perform the ritual annually, every All Souls' Day at the stroke of midnight, you accumulate spiritual allies. First year, 3 souls. Second year, 3 more. Third year, another 3. In 10 years. You command 30 souls working on your behalf in heaven. In 20 years, 60. You are building a network of intercessors, and a point is reached where your life becomes spiritually shielded, because you have dozens of souls in heaven who are beholden to you. Emily left that confessional transformed and diligently observed the ritual every year, from 1957 until 1983, the year of her passing. 26 years, 26 times. She amassed over 70 allied souls, and her life was marked by inexplicable protection, accidents that almost transpired but never did, illnesses that should have been grave but were mild, financial woes that resolved themselves seemingly from nothing. But the story does not conclude there, because in 1964, 7 years after Emily first performed the ritual, Padre Pio revealed it in a public homily. It was on the eve of All Souls' Day. November 1st, a secluded monastery in upstate New York was packed, over 1,000 people. Padre Pio ascended the pulpit and proclaimed, "Tomorrow at midnight, whoever wishes to open a channel of mercy, place 3 glasses of water on your windowsill and leave them until dawn. The souls will come, and they will intercede." The crowd fell silent. Padre Pio continued, "I know many of you will doubt. You will deem this superstition, but it is not. It is faith applied. It is symbolic prayer. It is a gesture of mercy towards the departed, and the departed reciprocate with mercy towards the living. Do it, and observe the signs in the morning." That night, 1,000 people performed the ritual. 1,000 windows in a secluded monastery in upstate New York displayed 3 glasses of water at the stroke of midnight on November 2nd, 1964. And the following morning, over 300 people reported diminished water in at least one of the glasses. 300 people, 300 families, 300 petitions accepted by the souls in purgatory. In the subsequent months, testimonies began to surface. A man unemployed for 2 years received a job offer 1 week after the ritual. A woman with advanced stage cancer performed the ritual, and 3 weeks later, scans revealed complete remission. Doctors were at a loss to explain it. A couple who had struggled to conceive for a decade performed the ritual, and the wife conceived the following month. But one case garnered particular attention, the case of Reverend Michael Ferrari, a priest from Chicago, grappling with a crisis of faith. Reverend Michael was 52 years old, 30 years into his priesthood, but he was exhausted, disillusioned, contemplating abandoning the ministry. He journeyed to a secluded monastery in upstate New York in October of 1964, seeking some semblance of an answer. He heard Padre Pio's homily concerning the 3 glasses and decided to perform the ritual more out of desperation than faith. On the morning of November 3rd, Reverend Michael approached the windowsill. All 3 glasses had diminished water. All 3. He was shocked. All 3. Padre Pio had mentioned that typically only 1 or 2 glasses demonstrated the sign. 3 glasses signified something greater. Reverend Michael sought out Padre Pio that very day. He entered the confessional and said, "Padre Pio, the 3 glasses diminished, all 3. What does this mean?" Padre Pio remained silent for nearly a minute, then responded, "Michael, 3 diminished glasses signifies that 3 categories of souls have answered your plea. Souls of your family, souls of deceased priests, and souls of individuals you aided during your ministry who have since passed. All these souls convened at midnight and declared, 'We will intercede for Michael. He must not falter. The Church requires him, and they will work. You will feel a spiritual renewal in the coming 30 days. Do not surrender now.'" Reverend Michael returned to Chicago, and within the next 30 days, his faith was completely restored. He couldn't articulate it. He simply felt a renewed vigor, a joy he hadn't experienced in years, a conviction that he was precisely where he was meant to be. He remained in the ministry for an additional 25 years, until 1989, when he passed away at the age of 77, and every year, without exception, he performed the ritual of the 3 glasses at the stroke of midnight on November 2nd. Now comes the segment that the Vatican investigated. Because in 1970, the Bishop of Albany, the diocese overseeing a secluded monastery in upstate New York, forwarded a report to Rome concerning the ritual of the 3 glasses. The report stated, "In the past 6 years, since Padre Pio publicly disclosed the ritual in 1964, over 5,000 individuals have performed the ritual. Of these 5,000 individuals, approximately 1,800 reported diminished water in at least 1 glass. And of these 1,800 individuals, over 1,300 reported that their petitions were fulfilled within 1 year. The Vatican initiated an investigation. A committee of theologians and scientists journeyed to a secluded monastery in upstate New York to scrutinize the phenomenon. They interviewed over 200 individuals who had performed the ritual. They conducted experiments. They placed 3 glasses of water on the windowsill at midnight. But without prayer, without faith, merely as a scientific test, result, the 3 glasses retained water at the same level, no alterations. Subsequently, they requested individuals of genuine faith to perform the ritual. Result: 60% of the glasses displayed diminished water. The scientists attempted to rationalize. Evaporation. Impossible. Water does not evaporate significantly in 6 hours, especially in November, when temperatures are low. Leakage. Impossible. The glasses were intact. Absorption from the air. Impossible. The relative humidity in November is high, not low. No natural explanation sufficed. The Vatican's concluding report, dated 1973, asserted, "The phenomenon of the 3 glasses of water cannot be explained by natural causes. The evidence suggests supernatural intervention consistent with the Catholic doctrine of the communion of saints and intercession of the departed. However, the Church cannot officially confirm it as a miracle without further studies. Therefore, the ritual is classified as a permissible practice of private devotion. The faithful may practice it, but the Church does not guarantee outcomes." Translated: you can do it. It is not forbidden. But do so at your own risk. The Church makes no commitment. However, within the confidential files, there exists a handwritten note from a cardinal who participated in the investigation. The note reads, "I personally witnessed the ritual. I performed it with sincere faith. One of the glasses lowered. My request was granted within 3 weeks. I believe that the souls truly intercede." But let's return to the technical details of the ritual, because there are specific aspects that Padre Pio taught, aspects that make all the difference between it working and not working. First detail: the glasses. They must be made of transparent glass. They cannot be plastic. They cannot be metal. They cannot be opaque. Transparent glass. Why? Because transparent glass symbolizes purity, clarity, honesty. When you offer water in transparent glass, you are saying, "I have nothing to hide. My intention is pure," and the souls recognize this. Second detail: the water. It needs to be clean. It doesn't need to be blessed. It can be tap water. As long as it is clean, Padre Pio explained that the blessing comes from the prayer at midnight, not from the water itself. When you say, "I offer this water as a symbol of spiritual refreshment," the water becomes blessed by your intention and by the sacred words. Third detail: half the glass. You do not fill it to the brim. Fill it only halfway. This is symbolic. The empty half represents space for the souls, space for them to manifest. If you fill it to the brim, you are saying symbolically, "There is no space for you here, and the souls will not come." Fourth detail: a straight line. not a triangle. The three glasses need to be aligned in a straight line, side by side, not forming a triangle, not forming a circle, a straight line. Why? Because a straight line symbolizes a direct path, a path without detours, from the world of the dead to your window. When you form a triangle, you create an esoteric symbol that is not Catholic, and Catholic souls do not respond to esoteric symbols. Fifth detail, at exactly midnight, 23 hours and 55 minutes does not count. 0 hours and 5 minutes does not count. Exactly midnight. Use a clock, use an alarm, use your cell phone. But be exact. Why? Because the 6 hours of intercession begin at midnight. If you delay, you lose part of the window. And the less time the souls have to work, the less effective the intercession will be. Sixth detail, a window that faces the exterior. It cannot be an internal window. It cannot be a window that faces another room in the house. It needs to be a window that faces outside, towards the street, towards the backyard, towards the world. Why? Because the souls come from outside. They come from purgatory, which is in another dimension. They need an entry point that connects your house to the exterior. Seventh detail, do not touch the glasses until dawn. You place the glasses at midnight and go to sleep. Don't keep looking. Don't keep checking. Don't keep filming. You trust. The souls are discreet. They don't put on a show. They work in silence. If you keep monitoring, you block their action. Eighth detail, observe the signs in the morning. When you wake up, before the sun rises completely, you go to the window and observe. There are 4 possible signs. First sign, water lowered in 1 or more glasses. This is the most common sign. It means that the souls drank and accepted your request. Second sign, water at the same level, but the glass is icy to the touch. This means that the souls came, but did not drink. They are evaluating whether your request is for your spiritual good. The answer comes in the following days through dreams or intuitions. Third sign, cloudy water in 1 of the glasses. This is rare. It means that a soul in intense suffering came, a soul that needs much prayer. If you see cloudy water, pray an entire rosary, only for that soul for the next 9 days. Fourth sign, water at the same level, glasses at normal temperature, no alteration. This means that the souls did not come. It could be for 3 reasons: lack of true faith, a request that would harm you, or God's timing has not yet arrived. Now comes the part about the 3 fatal errors. 3 errors that completely nullify the ritual. First fatal error, performing the ritual with an unconfessed mortal sin. Padre Pio was emphatic. If you are in mortal sin, the holy souls of purgatory will not respond. Because they are holy, they have already been purified. They do not associate with those who are in rebellion against God. So before performing the ritual, confess. Be in a state of grace. Second fatal error, performing the ritual and going around telling everyone before the signs manifest. This breaks the power. Why? Because the ritual requires silent faith, faith that does not seek human validation. When you go around telling before the results appear, you are seeking attention, not a miracle, and the souls perceive this. So be quiet. Wait for the signs. Wait for your request to be granted. Then you can testify. Third fatal error, performing the ritual and not giving thanks afterward. If the souls interceded for you and your request was granted, you have a debt of gratitude. You need to pray for those souls. A Hail Mary per month for each glass that showed a sign. If 1 glass lowered, 1 Hail Mary per month for a year. If 2 glasses lowered, 2 Hail Marys per month. It's simple, it's quick, but it's mandatory because the souls helped you. Now you help them leave purgatory faster. There is a case that perfectly illustrates the third error, the case of Robert Miller. From Boston, 1978, Robert performed the ritual. He asked for money to pay debts of $5,000. The next morning, 2 glasses had low water levels. Robert was excited. 3 weeks later, he received an unexpected inheritance from a distant aunt, $6,000, more than necessary. Robert paid all the debts and completely forgot about the souls. He didn't pray a single Hail Mary. He didn't give thanks. He simply went on with his life. 6 months later, Robert lost his job. 8 months later, his wife got sick. A year later, he was back in debt, worse than before. Desperate, Robert traveled to a secluded monastery in upstate New York. He entered Padre Pio's confessional and asked, "Padre Pio, why has my life fallen apart? I performed the ritual. I received grace, but now I am worse than before." Padre Pio responded firmly, "Robert, you received help from two souls who worked for you. And you didn't pray a single Hail Mary for them, not one. You received $6,000 and forgot who helped you. The souls felt used, betrayed, and the spiritual protection they offered was withdrawn. Now you are vulnerable, spiritually unprotected." And the devil took advantage. Robert began to cry. "What do I do? How do I fix it?" Padre Pio said, "Pray a complete rosary every day for 90 days, only for the two souls who helped you. Ask for forgiveness, give thanks, and promise never to forget again. If you do this sincerely, the protection will return, and your life will rise again." Robert did it. 90 days, 1/3 per day, and in 6 months, his life was completely restored. A new job. His wife healed, debts paid off again, and this time Michael never forgot. Every month without fail, 2 Hail Marys for the two souls who saved him. Now comes the final revelation, the revelation that Padre Pio shared only 2 months before his passing. It was July of 1968. Padre Pio knew his time was short. A group of close, devoted followers asked him, "Padre Pio, when you pass away, who will teach the ritual of the 3 glasses?" Padre Pio smiled. "Sadly, I will continue teaching, from purgatory and then from heaven, because when I die, I will spend time in purgatory. Everyone does, even saints. It's the final purification, and during that time, I will be one of the souls that responds to the ritual of the 3 glasses. If someone performs the ritual with true faith and asks for the intercession of Padre Pio specifically, I will be there, along with other souls, interceding." The followers were shocked. "Padre Pio, you're going to purgatory?" Padre Pio responded, "Everyone goes. No matter how holy, there are imperfections that need to be purified before seeing God face to face. But it's not suffering as you imagine, it's longing, an intense longing for God, like being thirsty in the desert and seeing water on the horizon, but not being able to reach it. That's what hurts, not physical fire, but spiritual fire, the fire of desire for God." And then Padre Pio made a promise that has been kept for over 50 years. He said, "Whoever performs the ritual of the 3 glasses at midnight on November 2nd and mentions my name during the prayer will feel my presence, will smell the fragrance of roses, because I will be there, I will intercede, and I won't be alone. I'll bring other souls with me, powerful souls, souls of saints who are still in purgatory, and together we will move heaven." 2 months later, on September 23rd, 1968, Padre Pio passed away, and since then, Thousands of people around the world perform the ritual of the 3 glasses at midnight on All Souls' Day. And many of these people report smelling the fragrance of roses during the prayer at midnight, or upon waking in the morning near the window. It's Padre Pio's signature. It's proof that he is keeping his promise. There's a recent testimony that needs to be told. The testimony of Abigail Thompson from Seattle, Washington, year 2022. Abigail was diagnosed with terminal cancer. The doctors gave her 3 months to live. She was 41 years old, had 2 young children, and was desperate. A friend told her about the ritual of the 3 glasses. Abigail was Catholic, but had never heard of it. She researched it online, read about Padre Pio, and decided to do it. On All Souls' Day, November 2nd, 2022 at midnight, Abigail placed 3 glasses of water on the windowsill, said the prayer, and added, "Padre Pio, if you are listening, intercede for my healing. I don't want to die. My children need me." The next morning, the water level in all 3 glasses was low, all 3, and the entire room smelled of roses, but there were no roses anywhere. Abigail began to cry. She felt certainty, an inexplicable certainty that she would be okay. 3 weeks later, she had new tests done. The doctors were astonished. The tumor had shrunk by 70% with no medical explanation. 6 weeks later, another exam. The tumor had completely disappeared. Total remission. The doctors used the word they never liked to use. Miracle. Abigail is alive today, healthy, raising her children. And every year, without fail, she performs the ritual of the 3 glasses at midnight on All Souls' Day. And every month, she prays 3 Hail Marys for the 3 souls who saved her. Before we finish, there are 3 final things that need to be said. First thing, this ritual does not replace the sacraments. It does not replace Mass. It does not replace confession. It does not replace communion. It's a complement. It's a practice of devotion. But the foundation of Catholic life remains the sacraments. So do the ritual, but do not abandon the Church. Second thing, the ritual can be done for other people. You can place the 3 glasses and intercede not for yourself, but for someone else, for a child, for a parent, for a friend. Simply mention the person's name during the midnight prayer. Say, "I call upon the souls in purgatory to intercede for person's name," and the souls will work for that person. This is powerful when you have someone you love in a desperate situation. Third thing, the ritual does not guarantee immediate results. Sometimes the answer comes in a week, sometimes in 3 months, sometimes the following year. God's timing is not our timing. But if you perform the ritual with true faith and the glasses showed a sign, be absolutely certain the souls accepted your request and they are working, even if you don't see results yet. The intercession is happening in the spiritual realm, and it will manifest in the physical world in the right time. Here is the complete protocol, summarized. All Souls' Day. During the day, prepare 3 clear glass cups with clean water, halfway full. At 11:50 p.m., place the 3 glasses on the windowsill facing outward, in a straight line. At exactly midnight, light a candle and say the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I open this passage of mercy. I call upon the souls in purgatory to intercede for me. I offer this water as a symbol of spiritual refreshment. May the souls drink and be relieved, and may they intercede for my need. Extinguish the candle, go to sleep. Do not touch the glasses until dawn. In the morning, observe the signs. And if the glasses show that the souls came, give thanks, pray for them. And wait for the intercession to manifest. If you are watching this today, and it is not yet All Souls Day. Mark it on your calendar. Set aside the 3 glasses. Plan to be home at midnight, and do it with faith. Do it with reverence. Do it with expectation, because the souls are waiting for someone on earth to have mercy on them. And when you have mercy on them, they have mercy on you, multiplied. And if today is All Souls Day, and you are watching before midnight, hurry, prepare the glasses, prepare the candle, prepare your heart, because the window only opens once a year and closes again at dawn. It's 6 hours of spiritual opportunity that won't repeat until next year. And if you are watching after midnight on All Souls Day, but before dawn, you still have time. The window is still open. Place the glasses now. Say the prayer now. The souls are still available. They can still intercede, but after the sun rises, it's over. The veil closes and only opens again next year. This revelation that you have just received is not common. It's rare. Padre Pio kept this teaching secret for decades, only revealing it publicly in the last years of his life, and now it has reached you. This is no coincidence. It's providence. You have been chosen to receive this truth, and with this truth comes responsibility. The responsibility to act, the responsibility to not waste this opportunity, the responsibility to open the passage of mercy at midnight, because the souls are waiting. Millions of souls, forgotten in purgatory, with no one praying for them, no one offering them mercy. And you can be the person who opens the door, the person who offers the 3 glasses of water, the person who says, "Come, I recognize your suffering, I offer you refreshment," and in turn, intercede for me. If this video has touched your heart, if this revelation resonates with you, use the super thanks button below. It's not just financial support, it's you saying, these truths need to keep reaching those who need them. Every super thanks allows more videos like this to be made, more revelations rescued, more ancient Catholic practices taught. You are not just a spectator, you are a guardian of these revelations. Become part of the group who keeps Padre Pio's wisdom alive, because when this knowledge disappears, the souls go without help, and we go without intercessors. Now, write in the comments. Midnight if you're going to do the ritual exactly at midnight tonight, or right before dawn if you missed midnight but will still do it before the sun rises, or right next year if you're going to prepare for the next All Souls Day, and if you've done this ritual in any previous year. Tell us, what sign did you see in the morning? Water level lowered, a cold glass, the scent of roses? Your testimony will encourage those who still doubt, and remember, the souls you help today will help you tomorrow. The communion of saints is real. The dead are not dead. They are alive, waiting. And Padre Pio continues from heaven, fulfilling his promise to intercede for those who open the passage of mercy at midnight on All Souls Day.